Hey, what's up YouTube? It is White Bim here again with a brand new review of the Assassin's Creed movie. Now the movie does come out today, December 21st, 2016, but I had early showing tickets yesterday, so I was able to go see the movie early. Now this won't be a spoilers review about the movie. This will mainly be about my personal review of like how I liked it, what I didn't like about the movie, and what can be kind of added about the movie. Um, Basically about that. So first off, about what I liked about the movie. Now I have waited years for this movie to come out and to be made. I followed up at the movie ever since it was first announced on Facebook, and I've like just kind of followed up like who's going to be directing it, who's going to be starring in it, and what the story can be about. And now that the movie has finally come out, I'm pleased to say, because me being an Assassin's Creed nerd and an Assassin's Creed nut, that I really enjoyed this movie, and I just had a really fantastic time seeing it. The movie respected the game series as a whole, and I think the director did a really good job of representing the entire Assassin's Creed genre as a whole, and I think it did a really good job. The movie kind of reminds me of Desmond Miles' story of how he was kind of captured and imprisoned by Abstergo Industries by the Templars, and how at first didn't know where he was and didn't know what's going on, and didn't want to accept his assassin lineage and bloodline. He didn't want any part of it. So through the animus experiments. But then we go on later in the movie, then we realize that because of his assassin bloodline, that he was part of something way bigger than just himself. And so that's what I really liked, that it kind of represented Desmond Miles' story in a way as well. The action was thrilling. The parkour stuff was like really awesome to see. All the parkour stuff, all the hidden blade action was really cool to see, and I think that did a really good job of doing that cool hidden blade action. I loved how the past memories, then just having just English-ish language, kind of like how we saw in like the past games from like Altair's English-ish language and Ezio's English-ish language, and not full on their language, so you can better understand it in the video games. But this one went full on Spanish for the movie, which I thought was a really good touch, and I thought it made the movie more realistic and believable. My favorite thing actually during the movie was trying to find out all the Easter eggs in the movie. So I was looking at every corner, every picture, and every showcase model right there to see any kind of Easter eggs from like past Assassin's Creed games. So far, like I saw like Edward's pistols, Jacob and Evie Fry's cane sword. I saw Altair's dagger, a picture of Connor Kenway, Arno's mortar axe, rapier sword, and possibly his phantom blade as well toward the end. And as well, I think also a vision or a memory of Arno himself towards the end of the movie as well. All those kind of made the movie more exciting for me as an Assassin's Creed nerd, to seeing all those kind of hidden Easter eggs, and they're like, oh man, I know that game. So I thought that was a really good touch to put in there. Now it's on to what I think I didn't really like about the movie and what I felt should be more added to the movie. There's really not much to say about the movie that I think that's bad, because I just really enjoyed this movie because I'm such a diehard Assassin's Creed fan. I just loved it. But then again, there were a few nitpicky things I just had to point out, and it's kind of bugged me just a little bit because I'm such an Assassin's Creed nerd and nut about it. So here's what I did like. Now, whenever during the movie, the past three memories of Aguilar when he was part of it, whenever he killed a target, I wish there was a part where, like in all the Assassin's Creed games, where you would kill a target and you would kind of synchronize a cutscene of your target and kind of have a small conversation with the target before they passed. Instead of this one, just you kill them and then the end. I guess they didn't put that in the movie because I guess it wouldn't make the movie and that part of the Inquisition of Spain a really realistic, and I guess I had to keep it realistic in a way. So I guess that was me. But one of the other things that was kind of just really kind of bugging me the most during this movie, and it happened seldom in the movie, but it still kind of bugged me in a way. Sometimes during the movie, some of the characters would say, the Assassin's Creed, instead of the Assassin's Brotherhood or the Assassin Order. You don't, the creed is not the whole organization. The Brotherhood is the whole organization. The Order is. It's not, the creed is just a saying. It's not the whole thing. Okay. I had to just kind of say that a couple of times. I was like, the whole time I was like, oh, stop it. It's not that. It's not what it's called. It's the Assassin Brotherhood or Order, not the Assassin's Creed. Get it right, people. That's just me. That's just kind of bugged me with those. And also, there was kind of just a little bit speculation for me, I guess, about the history of the Apple of Eden, of why it was in Spain in 1492 during this time, because if I remember correctly, in Assassin's Creed 2, it was in Italy as well during Ezio's time, and as well as because this is the time when Rodrigo Borgia, who was the main Master Templar in Assassin's Creed 2, became Pope and had possession of the Apple of Eden, and then later on had in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, Cesare Borgia had possession of the Apple of Eden as well, and how Christopher Columbus had it from Aguilar. Maybe my memory's off a bit. I just sometimes that was kind of just confusing to me. Like, why is it here when it should be here? Kind of like that. But anyway, it is what it is. And speaking of Ezio, not one mention of Ezio or Altair during this entire movie. You know, Ezio and Altair are just like the legends of the Assassin's Order and Brotherhood in Assassin's Creed games, and having them not to be mentioned in this movie is kind of just blasphemy. But I don't know. It is what it is, and it would have made the movie so much more better for like the nerds saying, "Oh my God, they mentioned Ezio or Altair." But they did have Altair's dagger in there, which was kind of cool. But at least Ezio or one of them mentioned by name would have been really cool to see. So all in all, I really enjoy this movie, but of course there are going to be people out there, there are already people out there who are already bashing this movie because it didn't live up to the potential or it failed because of its direction. No, I'm a diehard Assassin's Creed fan, like I said before, and to me, I give it a 2 thumbs up. That's just me. Aside from the nitpicks that I had about the movie, but I just really enjoyed it. However, if you are not familiar with the game series and have never played the games at all, and you do go see this movie, you will be confused and you will not know what's going on, but you will still feel it's kind of cool. So, much like the Warcraft game, the World of Warcraft game that came out this year during the summer, if you haven't played the video games before, you will not know what's going on. Trust me. So, you have to understand the games and have to play them to fully understand them. So, that's just me, but because, which leaves people like me, who are Assassin's Creed nerds, have to explain to you this whole plot of the Assassins and Templars and games and whatnot. So, but yeah, I mean, like I said before, I really enjoyed this movie and I had fun seeing it. I see my obsession come to life on the big screen, and I would definitely go see it again. So thank you guys for watching my semi-review of the Assassin's Creed movie, and I hope you liked the review, even though it wasn't a technically spoilers review. I hope you liked what I liked about it, what I didn't like, what I kind of thought we added. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I do hope you folks have a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. And this is White Venom, signing out.